What is Recommerce?
It's an excellent question, and I think there's probably many definitions for that. To me, Recommerce is anything where I'm selling an item that is unique in its condition or a price point, for example, and whether I'm selling or as it is, or maybe renting it, so selling it as a service. But the idea is that an item gets more sales cycles than one, so you sell it twice or more. Kind of where our name is also coming from. But I think historically Recommerce was attached more to refurbished sales and all of that. So, but when we talk about Recommerce, we include subscriptions and rentals and resales and refurb sales and buyback, everything that has to do with the idea of making money out of selling goods more than once.
Okay. And do you know where the RE actually comes from on the word Recommerce?
Well, I think repeat. I think RE, it could, like my brain goes immediately like recycle and read everything. But if you know the actual answer, I'm more than happy to learn it.
I had a short discussion with AI overlords today, and they said that it's reverse commerce. So
okay, so it's kind of more from the reverse logistics side of things. That I think it has to do with also the historical background then, that it's quite affiliated with refurb and resales. That kind of, yeah.
But yeah, maybe can you give me a little like a short comparison between like Recommerce or overall circular business models versus like traditional or linear business models?
Yeah, I think there's multiple ways how we could kind of go about it, but I usually like to start with the idea that in linear commerce, kind of your operational model is to manufacture or buy cheap and sell it out a bit more expensive. And that's pretty much it. And then you repeat that cycle and you take that gross margin in between, and with that you finance your operations and hopefully pocket some of that as profit. I think with Recommerce, the idea starts more from the aspect that in your inventory or in your balance sheets and assets, you have items that you look to monetize more than once. So maybe it's historically in markets where it's super valuable, you might have been leasing it out or similar. So you kind of start to optimize the lifetime value of the item rather than that one sale. So when you engage in that kind of model, I think the first understandable thing that happens is that in your inventory or balance sheet, you don't anymore have new items that are comparable to each other. So you don't have any like 1,000 iPhone 15s that are all comparable to each other and that you could categorize under one SKU, for example. Rather, you have 1,000 unique items that have been used in a unique amount, or they have a unique condition or unique price points, and you can go extremely into granularity there. But that starts to be the main difference. So all of a sudden you kind of have to start tracking your inventory in individual item level and understand what has happened to that and what will happen in the future. So that's really kind of the main starting point. And then that then reflects into multiple touch points of commerce. So if you are thinking about online purchasing, so storefronts, all of a sudden your customers need to be able to browse a catalog that is reflecting this kind of a unique item base. So things on that front become a little bit more complex. Order fulfillment becomes a bit more complex. It's not anymore enough that you have a person going about your warehouse or storage trying to find one of the 1,000 iPhones because they're all equivalent. You might actually need to find the exact one. So it's this kind of things that then starts to trickle down in all of the supply chain, all of your inventory management, all of your catalog management, all the way to storefront end user experiences, and then like things like reverse logistics and so on. So I think that's the main differences, kind of on a high level. But it's I think the most sobering way is to just start it from the inventory and think about that. How does your business change as the kind of nature of your assets change?